So you have studied in JNP Balangir. Okay.
Yes,
But
sir.
what is the name Balangir is derived from where?
So the name Balangir is derived from the name of his earlier town, that is Balaramgarh.
Okay. So what is the mythological, or you can say what is the importance of Gandhamadhan Hill?
Sir, it is very much famous for the medicinal plants.
Okay.
And in mythology, there is one story regarding the Sri Hanuman lifting the Himalayan Parvat to save the life of Lakshman.
Okay.
He was in search of the medicinal plant Vaishalya Karadi, and so in that way it is related to mythology.
Okay. Good. Any prominent figures from your district? Do you know Srinivas Udgata?
Yes, sir.
Who is he?
He is a poet, writer, and novelist.
Okay. Who is Sam Pitroda?
So he is a telecommunication engineer, and he is very well known as the father of Indian computer and telecommunication.
Okay, very good. So you have studied in a BJP college, and economics was your background. Okay.
Yes, sir.
What is a new development bank?
Sorry, sir, you are not audible.
What is new development bank?
Hello.
Am I audible now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. What is new development bank?
So New Development Bank is the bank. It is basically developed by the BRICS nation.
Okay.
It is to provide the economical support to the countries who are in the need, and to provide the economic and trade connectivity.
Very good. What is structural unemployment?
So structural unemployment is the unemployment that caused due to the change in the structure of the economy.
Okay. What is current account deficit?
So current account deficit is the difference between the total imports and exports.
Okay. Who was Gramsci?
So Gramsci was
Is a political thinker. What is his theory?
Political thinker.
Okay. What is his theory known
Sorry,
as?
sir. Sorry, sir. It has been very long since I revisit the subject.
Okay. Theory of hegemony.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. What is Gujarat doctrine?
Sir, Gujarat doctrine given by Gujarat. It is like to provide the unilateral assistance or help to our neighboring countries without expecting any returns.
Okay. Very good. Have you heard of Quad? What is that?
Sir, Quad is a regional grouping of 4 countries, that is India, Australia, Japan, and USA. And the main aim behind the regional grouping is to have a dominant position in the South China Sea, and to develop the mutual cooperation in trade and agreement. And one motto behind the grouping is to counter the dominance of China in the Indo-China, in the South China Sea.
Okay. What is India's role in UN peacekeeping mission?
Sir, India has supplied many women to the United Nations peacekeeping force, and there are nearly more than 100. There are more than 100 cases where the India's forces are working in the United Nations peacekeeping force.
Okay.
That's all I know, sir.
Okay. It is one of the largest contributor to United Nations peacekeeping mission. India is one of, okay. India is one of the largest contributor. Okay, good. So an Indian political thinker who has the credit of coding the first civil and criminal law.
Sorry, sir, I'm not aware.
Have you heard of Manu?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So he has the credit of coding first civil and criminal law. Okay, very good. Okay, you have written the hobby, that is doodling. What is that?
So doodling is a kind of drawing which have some representational theme. or it can
Okay.
be just composed of random shapes and lines.
Okay.
Like it is a way of expressing larger ideas in small spaces and in a creative way.
Okay. So, what are the reasons of criminalization in politics?
The first reason is there is a lack of strict laws
Okay.
and the familial connectivity. Like if the portion of the family is coming to the polity, then its
Okay.
next generation are most likely to come to the politics.
Okay.
And the third thing is lack of awareness among the public, because being a democratic and republic country, we citizens are electing our representatives, and there is a dominance of wealth and money power in some section of the society.
Okay. Muscle power also.
It's a muscle power.
Okay. So, recently the government of Odisha has been giving highest priority to bring investment from outside. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So can you name few steps what the government of Odisha has taken uh, to make to have rapid industrialization in the state?
Odisha government has started the Startup Odisha program,
Okay.
whereby and there is one investment drive is going on, where the investors from outside states and from the all over the world are being welcomed for the investment, and so there is the implementation of e-governance, and digital, and it is a part of Digital India, through which the investment policy has been liberalized.
Okay.
And there is more transparency.
Okay. Here also single window clearance system.
Yes, sir. It is the program of EPICAL.
Okay. So, what have you heard of MG Narega?
Yes, sir.
Okay, when it was enacted and what are the basic provisions of MG Narega?
Sir, I'm not very much sure about this implementation, but I think it is in 2005.
Very good.
And yes, sir. Sir, the basic motto behind the MG and REGS is to take out the people from the rural background for the unskilled work, and there is provision of providing nearly 100 days of work to the people.
Okay, it is unskilled manual work.
Yes, unskilled manual work.
Okay, good. So, can you tell what are the agricultural inputs?
So land, labor, and capital.
This much? Land, labor, and
labor.
seeds, fertilizers, irrigation.
Yes, the seeds, fertilizer, irrigation. Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. Land, labor, and capital is the basic input of an economy.
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. Okay, have you heard of APMC?
Yes, sir.
What is that?
Sir, APMC, that we call the Mondi in our local term.
Okay.
It is basically a organization, or we can say institute, which collects the paddy or wheat from the local farmers.
Okay.
At the price higher than MSP.
Okay. What is MSP?
Sir, MSP is minimum support price. It is the price fixed by the government. Government to provide security to the farmers that no sellers shall buy the products from the farmers at the price lower than MSP.
Is it legally guaranteed by the government?
No, sir, not legally guaranteed.
Okay, very good. So, what do you mean by ease of doing business?
So, ease of doing business is a concept. It is like the ease with which we can start a business, we can regulate a business, and like it is the process of licensing. So it basically involves how to develop a business and the process and how it is easy in an
Okay.
economy.
Okay.
So sorry, sir, I don't remember the exact definition actually.
Okay. So you are from Western Odisha, so there has been a demand from certain sections of the society to have a separate state. So what is your take on that? How the government can address the issue?
Sir, yes, sir. People are demanding for a separate state, that is a coastal state.
Hmm.
Sir, as there are many demands of the people, and as I've experienced, there are many underprivileged background in the rural areas, and the demands are not being actually reported well. So sir, the partition or creating a different state is not the solution of every problem.
Okay.
So the government should provide the necessities, the basic necessities, or the government should try to fulfill the demands of the people, and so try to solve through a mutual cooperation.
Okay. And infrastructure development, any steps government has
Uh,
taken to have
Sir,
to have regional equity?
yes, sir, there are many medical colleges in Western Odisha, like
Okay.
Bhimabhai Medical College, that is in our Balangir,
Okay.
and IIA and Indian Institute of Management is there in Sambalpur, and there is the world's longest earthen dam, that is Hirakud Dam, which also in Western Odisha. So, and even the demand for the separate high court in the Western Odisha is also granted by the government. So undoubtedly, government is doing the infrastructure development in the western part of Odisha.
And airport in Jharsuguda and Birsa
Yes,
Munda.
sir. Yeah,
Birsa
Birsa
Munda.
Munda Stadium in Raurkela.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
very good. Then what are the basic attributes of governance?
Sir, basic attributes are transparency
Okay.
and providing equality and
Okay.
providing the correct information to the people. That's all I remember, sir.
Okay. What is accountability? What do you mean by
Sir,
accountability?
accountability, we can say like taking the responsibility or taking the obligation.
Okay.
Like suppose we're
Okay. Please continue.
suppose government is performing some act, then government should take the responsibility or the government is accountable for that.
Okay. What is e-governance?
So e-governance is a concept which is related to every aspects of the governance. Like it is a step to bring the transparency in the governance. Like it is providing the information and broadband connectivity, internet connectivity for all, and it is a part of digital. Like the digital India is also a part of e-governance.
Okay. Very good. So, recently Odisha was awarded by United Nations for the disaster management, one of the
Yes, sir.
leading example of disaster management in the country. So, how this was
Yes, sir.
possible?
As Odisha is very much prone to the natural disaster, being a coastal state, the Odisha government has taken many steps. Like there are disaster response force
Very good.
who are acting in the every coastal districts, and the timely relief is being provided to the affected people. And sir, the rehabilitation facilities before the occurrence of the disaster is being undertaken by the response team. That's all I remember, sir.
Okay.
And yes, sir, one thing is there is prior information is being provided to the people so that they can take the necessary steps before they have been affected in the disaster.
Okay. Who is the chairman of National Disaster Management Authority?
Sorry, sir, I'm not able to recall it right now.
Is the Prime Minister.
Yes, yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. Okay. So, what do you mean by anti-defection law?
Sir, anti-defection law is applied to the people who changes their political parties after being elected, and there are some conditions under the anti-defection law.
Okay.
And it comes under the Schedule 10 of the Indian Constitution.
Okay. Odisha has border dispute with Andhra Pradesh.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what can be the solution to the border dispute?
Sir, Odisha has border dispute with some states like with West Bengal, Andhra Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, and Jharkhand. So the best solution is to go for the mutual dialogue. That is, there should be cooperation and understanding between the two states, and there should be well demarcation of the areas between the states, and the grievances of the people should be undertaken actually what the people of the disputed region actually want.
Okay.
And through this, I think the dispute can be resolved.
Okay, very good. What is public distribution system?
Sir, public distribution system is a scheme, or you can say it is a system by the central government through his so the rice and paddy are distributed to the people, to the PDS card holder at the lesser price. That is, rice at the price of 2 rupees per kg and wheat at the price of 1 rupees per kg.
Okay,
To
very
the
good.
all ration card holder.
Very good. What do you mean by integrity in public service?
Sir, integrity means there should be coherence in our action, work, and our thought.
Okay. Okay. How does that help you in public service?
Sir, because public service is a service where we deal with public directly, we deal directly with the public. So there should be coherence in our thought, expression, and in our act. Then only we will be able to provide the necessities and the demand of the people. Because if there will be lack of integration in our thought and action, then obviously there will be a gap. Between the public and our service delivery.
Okay, that will also help to tackle the corruption.
Yes, sir.
Okay. The last question to you is that if in your office, if some of your junior staff is taking bribe, okay, you are getting complaints, okay, but you have not got any evidence against him, then how do you approach the issue?
Sir, first I will contact the person from whom I directly knew that he is taking the bribe. Like he or she might be having some evidence regarding that, and then I will try to talk with the person, like to my junior officer who is involved in this act, and I will obviously try to get the source of evidence, and will try to find the sources from which I will be able to get the evidence and the cases under and in which he is taking the bribes. And if I got any evidence, then obviously the strict action should be taken against him.
Okay. What is the role of the last question? That what is the role of social media in governance?
Sir, as social media is the one of the major pillar of the democracy, it plays a very important role in the transformation of the information from the government to the public, because nowadays people are very much dependent on the social media, and it brings transparency in the governance, and it brings the rapidity, like the rapid with which the governance is being served to the people.
Very good. Information dissemination also. Okay. Okay. So thank you very much. We'll be coming to your feedback in a minute. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.